Knight Rider, a shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who does not exist.
Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could feel so free. Flying away I don't need you to worry for me, 'cause I'm all right.
You take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have the facts of life.
There's more to life than what you're living. Take a chance. I bet we've been together for 1,000,000 years.
And I bet we'll be together for 1,000,000 more. The new boy in the neighborhood lives downstairs and it's understood. He's there just to
Floats back to you, love boy. Soon we'll be making another run. The love boat promises.
I'm gonna live forever. I'm gonna learn how to fly.
You can count on me. No matter what you do, you can count on me. No matter where you go. The sun and moon, they sing their own sweet.
This is Max Headroom.
Sometimes the world looks perfect.
Just a good old boy, never meaning no harm.
Here we are, face to face, a couple of silver spoons, hoping to find we're two of a kind.
Give me a break, I sure deserve
deserve it. It's time I made it to the top. Give me a break, I'm looking forward.
But I've been seen with Farrah. I've never been with anything less than a man. So fine, I've been on fire with Sally.
Maybe the world is blind, or just a little unkind. Don't know.
Hey, you guys. How is it going tonight? I was gonna take all day and edit a whole intro with all these different different TV theme songs, and then I found this video that already had done it for me. So I was like, hey, I'm just gonna play that instead. So that was from the channel Zerlin Hits. Let me pull it up here, and it was called 80s TV show openings. So it was like a 13-year-old video. I was like, hey, I think I'm just going to use that instead. So it worked out really well. Hope everybody is doing great tonight. Got a lot of new subscribers these past few days, so probably have a lot of new people here. Hello to everyone. If this is your first time, if it's not your first time, I'm glad you're back here with me. You guys are so great. I really appreciate the channel support. For those of you that are new here, my name is Natalie. This is my channel, my so-called Gen X Life. It's just me. I do all of the writing, editing, posting. Everything about this channel is just me. So this is something that I started about 18 months ago, and we're doing really well and creating a nice, really cool community here where we meet on Tuesdays and Friday nights, and we talk about all things 70s, 80s, and 90s. So I'm so glad you all are here with me. You guys are the best. So hope you all had a fantastic Memorial Day weekend. I guess we're gonna get started. What we've been doing on Tuesday nights, we are doing an 80s TV theme song tier list. We started out with sitcoms. That was a couple of weeks ago, and now we are in the middle of dramas. After we get done with dramas, we're gonna get into kids shows and cartoons, and then after that we are doing daytime stuff, so like soap operas, game shows, People's Court, stuff like that. So that's how we're gonna do it over the next few Tuesday nights. And then after we're done with the 80s, we're going to do the 70s and we're going to do the 90s as well. So Tuesday night is going to be our TV theme song night for probably about the next month or so. And then on Friday nights, we are doing mostly Gen X a la carte, which is just random videos from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Every once in a while, I'll throw in a theme. But I really like doing the Gen X a la carte because we can just do all kinds of different stuff and people can throw up ideas in the chat. And if you really want your stuff on and you really want it to stand out, either got to be a member or you have to do a super chat for me to be able to really grab it and find it. But I'm reading the chat as we go along as best I can, and I will do the best I can to get all the stuff in that you want to see. So, hello everyone. Hey, we're not old people. I don't allow I don't allow that. I don't I can't talk with my teeth. I don't subscribe to that theory of old. So for those of you that are new here, just FYI, everything in the chat, everything on this channel is all focused on 70s and 80s, 90s pop culture and 70s and 80s, 90s issues, stuff back then. We don't talk current politics. We don't talk about current day anything. So if you do that in the chat, you will get kicked out. This is all about our childhood, 70s, 80s, and 90s, young adulthood, and things like that. Okay? Okay. All right. Whew. Man. Okay. We're starting. Now, let's get into the tier list that we've already done. Let me bring it up. Boop. Alrighty. So, like I said, we've already done sitcoms. The full list is right here. I posted it on my community page if you want to see it. So we're not going to go back over that again. As far as the dramas, we have already gotten through quite a bit. I will go over it real quick as to what we've got so far, and we've got a lot more shows to do as well. So far on dramas, we've got nothing on the F tier. Nothing's a bit boring so far. On the OK C tier list, we have Friday the 13th, the series, Spencer for Hire, and Our House. On the So Good B tier, we have Amazing Stories, Moonlighting, 21 Jump Street, MacGyver, Airwolf, Little House on the Prairie, Highway to Heaven, Saint Elsewhere, Heart to Heart, and Rags to Riches. In the fantastic A tier so far, we have Simon and Simon, Dallas, Fame, and The Love Boat. And on the iconic S tier, we have The Incredible Hulk, The Greatest American Hero, Magnum P.I., Miami Vice, Knight Rider, Chips, The A-Team, The Dukes of Hazzard, and Hill Street Blues. All right. Here we go. All right, Gemini Gypsy, go back and cook. Very nice. I'm glad that you specified you're cooking dinner. You don't have a meth lab or anything going on in your house. My Midwestern mind went straight to that. I do apologize. You think St. Elsewhere should be iconic or at least fantastic? I don't know. Well, I'm open to playing around with it as soon as we're done. Nothing's set in stone. And again, it's all for fun. Let's see here. Did I see your comment? I did not, unfortunately. All right. We're going to fight about this. Yeah, but fighting in good fun. Dallas should be iconic. I know, but when I put it up against the other shows on the list, I was just like, I had to knock it down to fantastic, but I might put it up in iconic. Well, we shall see. It's close. I think the reason that I knocked it down to fantastic was because it had like a million different versions, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Yes, friendly fights, friendly discussions and arguments. Let's go ahead and start with all the shows that we have left to talk about and to hear around here on the bottom. So I say we start with let's start with Knots Landing, the Dallas spinoff. Now, Knots Landing also changed their theme song a few times. It was the same general song, but they had like a million different openings to it. So let's go with like something right in the middle. I'm going to go with season 7. Hold on, did I bring it? Hold on. Am I up? Okay, good. Now, for those of you that are new, I do have to stop it every few seconds. I can't just play the whole thing or else we'll get kicked off the live stream. If we do get kicked off the live stream, just hold on for a few seconds. I will take everything down that's triggering the problem, and then we'll pop back up. So it happens every once in a while. But Knots Landing. might be right, Mr. Pancake. The visual is more memorable than the theme. Sometimes that does happen. And so like and I think I talked about that in the very first night that we did this. It's like, do you count the visual with the theme? I think that you kind of have to, because the visual is such a big part of all of these themes for the most part. So I do take the visual into consideration when I'm trying to make my selection. Oh yeah, this is really different from what I remember. I have personally never watched Knots Landing, but I'm going to after I watch Dallas. So I'm kind of excited about it. I always thought Donna Mills was like drop dead gorgeous. Just absolutely beautiful. I will watch Dynasty too. Dynasty will be third. I'll do Dallas, then Knots Landing, then Dynasty. So I gotta watch with me for like the next 3 years, at least 4 or 5 years. We're gonna have to do more than one episode a week, that's for sure. Once I figure it out, y'all have been telling me to get on Discord, so I am figuring all that out. You guys got to remember, I'm a 47-year-old Gen Xer. I am not really, it took me forever to figure out how to do YouTube proper. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to do Discord and to make it work and all that good stuff for the watch with me's. So I will get that going. I am, as we speak, that is part of my day is learning Discord and how to make it all work. And then I got to get to all of you guys to go over to Discord with me. That's the part I hate. I was trying to keep as much stuff on YouTube as I could, but there needs to be other platforms for other things. So I'm working on it. Give me like a few days. I'm gonna figure it out. I like to fiddle around with stuff when I'm learning and try to, use it and have some idea of what I'm doing before I just pop on screen and be like, hey, let's do this. Yeah, see, Discord scares me too. And that's why, everybody's been like, do the watch with me's on Discord. And I'm like, I want to try to find a way to do it on Facebook. Oh my God. I want to try to find a way to do it on YouTube where it's easy for everybody to join in. But I don't know. I'm learning. I'm figuring it all out as we go. So I can just have people join. I don't have to actively do anything. Okay, that's good to know. I haven't even gotten that. I did not read that anywhere. So that's good to know. I can get everything set up, tell you all about it, and then we can go from there. Yeah, I don't do Reddit at all, and I'm done with X. I'm kind of done with social media, everybody. I am falling into this channel and YouTube, and that's about it. I know I need to do other social media, but it's so bad for the soul. It just, it's better to go outside, spend time with my family, talk to people in real life. So anyway, that was Knots Landing. It's definitely not as good as Dallas. But the imagery was really good. I think I'm gonna put that on. Yeah, I'm gonna put it on So Good on the B tier. Gonna make Airwolf a little smaller, bring Knots Landing up here. I need to make these lines a lot bigger so we can fit more in here. This is my first tier list. It's just a good way to. I was trying to figure out a way to talk about TV theme songs in a more structured context, and I figured tier list would be the best way to do it because there's so many of them, and I like to be as organized as I possibly can. So, whoops, let me bring it up. There. So it is on the So Good B tier. I put it right there next to MacGyver, and I shrunk Airwolf down. Let's shrink MacGyver down too, and put that because we're gonna have to have space. Because the So Good B tier is gonna be very, very crowded. I have a feeling. Up next, we're gonna do one of my brother's favorites and one of my favorites as well. We are gonna do Matlock. Tell me you all watched Matlock growing up, because I loved Matlock. My brother and I used to watch it all the time. Let me bring it up. Hold on. Okay, let's bring it over. And here we go. Here comes Matlock. If you've never watched Matlock, you're missing out. You are missing out. And I know that Kathy Bates is doing a new version of it. I have not had a chance to check it out yet, but yeah, this theme slaps totally. Absolutely. I grew up watching Andy Griffith's show. That was a big show in my house, and it still is. I still love to watch the Andy Griffith show. So pretty much just about anything Andy Griffith does, I'm in. But this theme is fantastic. Yes, I am chair dancing. Oh, so good, so good. Wait, hold on. There's a what? There's videos of Jason Ritter dancing to the Matlock theme? Well, let me see where that's at, because I have never seen such a thing. Jason Ritter Matlock. Now I gotta see this. Okay, here we go.
Here we go. They're for reals. For reals. This is occurring right now. Come on. Oh, yeah!
He's gotten really into it. I don't think I could do all that. I miss his dad. Oh, his dad died so young. I like that they had the live band there. That's good. Oh man. Now, speaking of Andy Griffith and all of this, okay, so I don't know if you guys know this or not, but if you follow my community page, you'll know that this summer is going to be the summer of made for TV movies on the channel. Not that I'm not going to do other things, but I'm going to have a series of about the best made for TV movies from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. And there's so many different years, and there's so many different movies each year, and there's so many different genres. Like, there's hundreds of them. I have gone down a made for TV movie rabbit hole over the last couple of days. But the genre that I'm gonna do it by year, but I'm gonna pull out some very special genres and make videos about those. And I'm starting with 80s TV reunion movies. Basically, all these TV shows from the 50s, 60s, and 70s would reunite like 10, 20 years later and do a special movie in the 80s. And the one that I remember the most was Return to Mayberry, when they did an Andy Griffith reunion in like 1986 or 1985. But there was all these different shows from the 60s and 70s, from the Bradys and, you know, the Brady Bunch and the Munsters and all, and I Dream of Jeannie. So that's one of the genres, and I think I'm going to start with that one. I'm so excited about it. I watched Murder Ordained last night because I'm doing I have already done 80s, 2 80s miniseries videos, but I'm going to do another one, and that's going to be on it. Echoes in the Darkness I haven't watched yet, but yes. So yeah. So yeah, we're going by year, but there's so many of them that I'm gonna pull out the 80s reunion movies. I'm pulling out Disney movies from the when Disney used to play the Sunday night movies on ABC, and there were special made for TV movies from Disney. Yes, A Cry for Help is definitely, I have that as well. That is definitely one that's going to be on there. Yeah, there's been some Growing Pains movies, but they were later in the 2000s. I'm talking about the movies that were in the 80s for older TV shows, because Facts of Life did some as well later on, and Growing Pains did a couple as well. But I'm focusing on the ones that were made in the 80s. There's so many. There's so many. And yeah, so I'm gonna pull out Disney movies. I'm gonna pull out the TV reunions and a couple other things, but mostly I'm just going to go by year because there's just so many good ones. It's really fun. And the cool thing is they are almost all of them are on YouTube. So as I'm doing all of this, I'm going to be making playlists that I'll put on my channel, so you can watch all of these movies on YouTube if you want to watch them. So you'll know exactly where to go to get them and to watch them. Now, not all of them are on YouTube, but they are online elsewhere. And so I'm putting all of the links to all of those movies. It's not the only thing I'm doing this summer, but it's going to be a big project. And it's like my main project of the summer is made for TV movies. There's just so many of them. There's so many good ones. So anyways, Matlock. Let's see here. Matlock. Boop. I'm going to put that one in So Good, because it's so good. So good. All right. Up next, let's do China Beach. Now, China Beach had an actual song, and when they have an actual pop song, I always give it a lesser score because it's not made for the show. But it's still, this one's pretty iconic, I think. Are we all friends here tonight? I think so. I think we're all friends here tonight. What's my favorite TV theme of all time? Well, that's a tough one. I think I would probably go with the A-Team, but I also like the Incredible Hulk as far as like drama goes. When it comes to sitcoms, oh man, probably Cheers or Night Court. But honestly, like, how do you quantify it, you know? I can't have just one. I got to have like all different ones for different types of shows. You know, and does it have lyrics, or is it just an instrumental? All of these things are important.
Reflections of the love you took from me. Oh, as I peer through the window of lost time, looking over.
You might be right, Gotham Guy. Growing Pains might be my number one all time, just in general, because I can sing it. I know all the lyrics. It's one of my favorite shows of my childhood. It's so good. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Find because of all the music that they played on this show, they can't get it cleared for streaming. So I think they have DVDs that are really, really expensive, but yeah, this show is really, really hard to find. The version, the duet with Jennifer Warnes and BJ Thomas is my favorite, but the acapella version is a close second.
Reflections of the way life used to be.
Oh, I could barely get cleared for the DVDs as well. Yeah, that's probably, I mean, it's really, really difficult to find, which sucks because it's a really, really great show. Let's see, where do we want to put it on the tier list? Like I said, it wasn't made for the show specifically, but it's a classic song, so I think I'm going to go with Fantastic. Right up there next to The Love Boat. I mean, it's Reflections, right? I mean, you really couldn't go lower. Yeah, Murphy Brown had the same issue with getting the music cleared. Any show made before the DVD and streaming world, like anything made before 2000, really a lot of them have some serious issues with getting into, getting cleared for DVDs and streaming. Yeah, all the music. Let's see here. Okay. Up next, we are going to do, we did Matlock, so let's go ahead and do Murder, She Wrote. I gotta be honest, I don't remember the Murder, She Wrote theme song. As soon as it comes on, I'll be like, oh yeah. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, for some reason, it's not coming in my head at the moment. I always watch Matlock and Murder, She Wrote with my grandpa. Okay. I'm trying to get a better like quality version here. Better. It definitely is doily music. I like it. That's a good way of explaining it. Yeah, we all had grandparents who watched Matlock and Murder, She Wrote. This is true. And I still watch, and I'll still watch it to this day just for that feeling, It's like, oh, I watched this with my grandpa. He passed away in 1998, I believe. So it's just, it's like comfort food for the soul, Now, where did you guys know Angela Lansbury before Murder, She Wrote? Because obviously she had a huge Broadway career, but the first time I remember seeing Angela Lansbury was in the movie Bedknobs and Broomsticks. Do you guys remember that movie? not bad at all. Not at all. Let's see. Where do we want to put her? I think I'm gonna go So Good next to Matlock. I feel like that makes sense. I gotta make a lot of these smaller. Smaller. Move over. MacGyver up there. There we go. Knots Landing. Murder, She Wrote. I might be a little too harsh tonight. Some of these might need to get moved up into higher tiers, but that's where I'm putting it for the moment. Let's see. Yeah, something has to go in there. Let's see. Up next, let's do the Fall Guy. I have yet to watch this movie that they made recently. I'm just so skeptical of remakes and reboots these days. But I've heard it was actually a good one.
Well, I'm not the kind to kiss and tell, but I've been seen with Farrah. I've never been with anything less than a man so fine.
Now you gotta be careful with this one because I know I'll get hit copyright. So we don't want to get kicked off the stream. Yeah, action shows for me are included in dramas. Yes, anything like a 60-minute network show in the 80s is what we're talking about. Yeah, Lonely Man. We already did Incredible Hulk, and we did both the opening and the closing Lonely Man, and it's an iconic tier. The film sucks. Oh no.
I've been on fire with Sally Field, gone fast with a girl named Mo, but somehow they just don't end up as mine. It's a death-defying life I lead. I take my chances. I die for living in the movies and TV.
Yeah. Have I heard of Batfink? I have not. He was he dropped the name of his wife, right? I mean, if you're married to Farrah Fawcett in 1980, don't you tell everybody in the world?
But the hardest thing I ever do is watch my leading ladies kiss some other guy while I'm bandaging my knee. I might fall from a tall building, I might roll a brand new car, cause I'm the unknown stuntman that made Redford such a star.
Now, I was super little at the time. Like, I was born in 77, but when I was born, Farrah Fawcett and Lee Majors were like the Hollywood it couple. Like, they were such a big deal. It's insane how famous they were. And, you know, whoever Burt Reynolds was dating, Sally Field.
I've never spent much time in school, but I've taught ladies plenty. It's true, I hire my body out for pay. Hey, I've gotten burned over Cheryl Teague's, blown up for Raquel Welch. But when I wind up in the hay, it's only hay. Hey, I might jump an open drawbridge or Tarzan from a vine, cause I'm the unknown stuntman that makes Eastwood.
Okay, true. I forgot Marky Post was in this before Night Court. Totally forgot about that. Oh, you didn't know that you didn't know the Fall Guy was a Hollywood stuntman? It's all right. It's been over 40 years. I'll allow it. You know.
Would look so fine.
All right, so yeah, he can't really sing, but you know, that's okay. That's not a requirement for an iconic theme song. I'm not gonna go iconic, but I am gonna go fantastic. I'm giving it just below just below the iconic tier. I think that's a good home for it. What did ever happen to Heather Thomas? I honestly don't know. Up next, let's do Remington Steele. Gotta bring it up. Now, this was from Henry Mancini, a very big name Hollywood film scorer, I guess you would say. I swear to you, in 1983, when this show was out, my mom was like, that man needs to be James Bond. and if you watch my Mother's Day video, you'll I did not know this, but they actually offered him the Bond role in 1986, and he had to turn it down because they wanted to do one more season of Remington Steele. So he would have been Bond a decade earlier if they wouldn't have made him do the final season of Remington Steele. There are several versions. This is the third? Okay, all right. We'll listen to others. Yeah, that last season is what gave us Timothy Dalton as James Bond. Doris Roberts' character in this show is so good. She was good in everything she did, but she was really great in this. All right, so that was the third version. My goodness. All right, let's do season number 1 then. Which aired, the season 1 aired 82 to 83.
Try this for a deep, dark secret. The great detective Remington Steele? He doesn't exist. I invented him. Follow. I always loved excitement. So I studied and apprenticed and put my name on an office. But absolutely nobody knocked down my door. A female private investigator seemed so feminine. So I invented a superior. A decidedly masculine superior. Suddenly there were cases around the block. It was working like a charm.
I always liked, and I think I said this in previous weeks, I've always liked intros that like give you the whole show's premise or backstory in their opening.
Until the day he walked in with his blue eyes and mysterious past. And before I knew it, he assumed Remington Steele's identity. Now I do the work and he takes the bows. It's a dangerous way to live, but as long as people buy it, I can get the job done. We never mix business with pleasure. Well, almost never. I don't even know his real name.
Yay! Okay, then we get the whole song at the end. Whew. And there's another one. There's a All right. What's season 2? Now I want to know. So many different ones. Yeah, season 2 is a mashup of 1 and 3. I kind of like that. We're going to have a James Bond night. And when we do, my brother's going to have to join us because my brother has always been the James Bond connoisseur in the family, the expert. Like he has real opinions about James Bond and every one of them, every actor, every movie. We'll have to have a James Bond night at some point. And I will defend George Lazenby and On Your Majesty's Secret Service all day long. There's actually a really good documentary about him. I don't know if it's still on Hulu or not, but I watched it a few years back. But why they gave him a 3-picture deal and he turned it down. He did one and he was like, I'm out. That was good. You remember when CBS had the 55? They still do. They're still considered the senior citizen network. Have been for a long, long time. Do you guys watch network television? I don't even have access to network television. I used to have Hulu Live, but I got rid of it. Like I just don't watch anything on network television anymore. You know? If I want to watch old stuff, I'll just watch it on a streaming. I mean, I watch mostly old television anyways, but I'll just watch it on a streaming service. That one I say is so good. So we're going to put it on the B tier. All right. I got to potty. Let's do Beauty and the Beast next. And while that's playing, I'm going to run and pee real quick. Let me bring it up. TV show intro. Okay. MeTV, I mean, MeTV would be cable. I mean, I'm talking like ABC, CBS, NBC, Fox, like all the network stuff that we used, that we used to watch growing up, that all these shows were on. You watch classic stuff on Tubi. Absolutely. Same. All right. Yeah, Pluto and Tubi are great for old shows. Amazon just got a bunch loaded as well. I was thinking about making a video about where to find all of these things on streaming. That way, because I mean, it's just, there's so much out there in so many different places. I thought it might be cool to make a video kind of giving you an idea of where everything is. Just a thought. All right, here is Beauty and the Beast. I know they had a couple of intros on this show as well. I'll be right back.
This is where the wealthy and the powerful rule. It is her world. A world apart from mine. Her name is Catherine. From the moment I saw her, she captured my heart. With her beauty, her warmth, and her courage. I knew then, as I know now, she would change my life. Forever.
He comes from a secret place, far below the city streets. hiding his face from strangers, safe from hate and harm. He brought me there to save my life. And now, wherever I go, he is with me.
This is a fan video? Huh. Well, I do apologize. I am so sorry. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, George R. R. Martin was a writer on this show. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Let's watch this version instead.
This is where the wealthy and the powerful rule. It is her world, a world apart from mine. Her name is Catherine. From the moment I saw her, she captured my heart with her beauty, her warmth, and her courage. I knew then, as I know now, she would change my life forever.
I love that, like, she was secretly getting ripped underneath all those big 80s clothes between Terminator and Terminator 2 and just became an absolute beast in T2.
He comes from a secret place, far below the city streets, hiding his face from strangers, safe from hate and harm. He brought me there to save my life. And now, wherever I go, he is with me in spirit. For we have a bond stronger than friendship or love. And although we cannot be together, we will never, ever be apart.
There you go. That was actually better than I remembered it being. I didn't watch that show very often. I've only caught it from time to time. But yeah, not bad at all. I think with that one I'm going to go So Good as well. Put it on the B tier. Alrighty. Up next, let's do Sledge Hammer. And not the Peter Gabriel song. I thought Sledge Hammer was like a comedy drama, right? Like a comedy action. It was an hour-long show, was it not? Technically, I guess, but it's not a sitcom is the thing. You know what I'm saying? Quantum Leap we will do during the 90s decade. There's really no other way. I couldn't put it as sitcom, so it had to be in this section, unfortunately.
Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
I will say that the "trust me, I know what I'm doing" thing like makes it better, because I don't think it was a very good one personally. But that line makes it better. So for that, I'm going to put it at okay. I know, come at me in the comments. But we're going okay. Up next, we're doing LA Law. it's this is on Hulu. Danny Elfman wrote Sledge Hammer theme. Really? He wrote a lot of stuff. Yeah. Mike Post, TV Master. Yeah, we already did Greatest American Hero. It's in the iconic section. Basically, it counts as a drama because it was an hour-long show. It wasn't a 30-minute sitcom. Now, you all know where Susan Day was from, right? It was a big deal that she was on this show as an adult because what show was she on when she was a kid? Or teen, I should say. Do you all know? Do you know? What show was Susan Day on? In the 70s? There you go, Higgy 04. The Partridge Family. Yep, Lauren got it too. Y'all got it. All right, nice. Here's Lori. Boy, that just brings back memories, does it not? I wouldn't call it iconic, but I would definitely call it fantastic. So we're going to A tier for LA Law. All right. Let's do In the Heat of the Night next. We're getting through these pretty quick.
In the heat of the night, I've got trouble all along. In the heat of the night.
Oh, we got some super chats. $2 from Zig Zigman. Wiseguy. Ooh, I forgot about Wiseguy. I will bring that up. Give me just a minute. Still Blue, $1.99. Thank you so much. What about Trapper John MD? Was that 80s or was that? I guess it was 80s. Okay, let's do Wiseguy and Trapper John. Let me bring those up while we're listening to this.
Must be an ending trouble. But hold on, it won't be long. Just you be strong and it'll be alright. In the heat of the night.
Yeah, this was not as good as it could have been. You know what I'm saying? It was all right. Yeah, Trapper John started after MASH ended. Okay, that's right. So that would make definitely 80s. I couldn't remember if it was on afterwards or concurrently. But Trapper John was on MASH first, right? I was really little around that time. That was kind of a bit boring, I gotta be honest. I'm gonna be controversial and give it a bit boring. Could have been a lot better. Oh, let's go over to the. There we go. All right. Let me ring up the ones that you guys just asked for. Wiseguy and Trapper John. Okay, that's why I got confused, because Wayne Rogers played Trapper John on MASH and then did not play him in the spinoff. Yeah, Archie Bunker's not gonna like my choice, but it could have been better, you know. No, the show wasn't boring. The theme song. These are all about the theme songs, not the show. Let's see. Equalizer's coming. All right, looks like we have a bunch of different intros, but we're gonna go with this one here. Well, you can't hardly hear it. Let's go to this one. This is Chris Noth and Kevin Spacey, right? Ken Wall, not Chris Noth. Ken Wall. Ugh. Now, we all know Jonathan Banks, right? You know who he is. Yeah, hi Derek. Thank you so much for the $5. Appreciate it. Yeah, Miami Vice was last week. It's in the iconic tier. But for your $5 super chat, I will play it again. We can't go wrong with playing Miami Vice. So I'll play that in just a second. Yeah, Quantum Leap is 90s, guys. It didn't start until like the last month of 89. So we're doing Quantum Leap in the 90s. Yes, thank you. Mike from Breaking Bad. Yes, when he had hair. Yes, that's right. I forgot he was also in Beverly Hills Cop too. This was a really good. I remember liking this show, but I gotta be honest, that theme song is kind of disappointing compared to the other TV theme songs that there are out there in the 80s. I mean, you got to bring your A game. I'm going boring. All right. Up next, we will do Trapper John. Purnell was also, I never heard the name Purnell before I saw Trapper John. This is better than I remember. Oh, that's right. Unless I watch Bonanza. I never knew their names though in Bonanza. This does slap. Yeah, all these shows that premiered in the late 70s, like 78, 79 to 80, all have that disco to them. And it just makes them, it just elevates them. It's so good. That was good, guys. That was really good. I think for Trevor John, we're going fantastic. I'm giving it a step above so good. We're going fantastic. The disco element just really made it great for me. I'm on board. I'm on board. Let's see now. Okay, we got the $5 super chat, so let's jam out to some Miami Vice real quick. It is on the iconic tier already because it is totally 80s. A Jan Hammer classic. My brother reminded us when my brother was here with me last week on the Tuesday night, and he reminded us that the boobies in this video, this opening theme, really awakened his little 5-year-old boy eyes. Like, this song could not have been made at any other time in life except for 1984 Miami. This was so 80s. Synth overload, and I love it. Iconic. Thank you so much for the super chat. Okay. Yeah, the pitch of the series was 2 words: MTV Cops. That is correct. So good. So good. Alrighty. Up next, we are doing Cagney and Lacey. I think they had a few different ones for the different casts because Lacey, or was it Cagney that changed? I can't remember. Because it was originally Loretta Swit, right? And then it changed to Sharon Glass, whatever her name was. Okay, we have the 2 versions here. We'll go to the 2 versions. Oh yeah, there were 3. Okay, there was this one here too. What was her name? I don't remember. Megan Foster. Okay. So Swit was just in the pilot, is that correct? And then it changed to Foster and then to Glass. They just couldn't find the right lady. This is a theme song with Glass. I wasn't sure what the first season opening look. Obviously, I forgot that Meg Foster was in it, so.
You call these plain clothes?
Ain't that the
Even when you know
Okay, we'll go to the pilot movie as well.
you're gonna lose, it ain't tax exempt, it ain't even dues, ain't that the way? Even when you know you're gonna lose, it ain't tax exempt, it ain't even dues, ain't that the way?
I tend to agree, Heath. Oh. Hello, Jessica Lee. Thank you for the $10. 80s were a whole lot of drama. What is this? Stream 3? Actually, this is stream 2. We like dabbled in drama a little bit at the end of the first night, just for like a tease of the next week. But this is 2, and we're gonna be done, and we're gonna get into kid shows before we're done tonight. We're gonna dabble in kid shows tonight as well, and then we'll really get into it next Tuesday. Thank you for the $10 super chat. All right. Oh, it's a new arrangement in season 4. A bit punchier, it says. Pain does not exist in this police station. I like it. No mercy. Let's see if I can get the pilot theme. This is allegedly the pilot theme. Let's find out if it's true.
You think you've got yourself set up for something? Sure, you got it all debugged. Here on out, it's nothing but easy riding. That's the time they pull the rug. Ain't that the way they say it goes? Ain't that the way?
Like, it's very interesting how different all 3 of these songs are. Like all the different actresses, all the different theme songs. It's kind of amazing this show lasted. Yeah. Very slow, low energy.
All you know for sure is no one knows.
So good.
That's all they say. They'll try to make you crawl when you know you can fly, but just keep smiling when you want to cry. Now that's the way.
I agree. It does feel like it should have been its own show in a different dimension.
You gotta make a bet when place a show, or you can't play. Even when you know
It probably was filmed in 79, the pilot, because the show started in 80. So my guess is 79.
you're gonna lose, it ain't tax exempt, it ain't even dues, ain't that the way?
It's not terrible, but it doesn't have anything to do with the show, right? Like, you wouldn't know this is a show about lady cops. It was 1981, really? All right.
The way they say it goes, ain't that the way? You gotta make a bet when place a show.
All right, I'm done with that one, to be honest. All 3 of those considered. I'm gonna go okay. If it wasn't for the one that I know so well, it would have gotten a bit boring. But because of that second one we listened to, which was the third theme song when Sharon Gillespie joined the show, that got the okay. That's my ruling. It is official. Okay, how about let's do Equalizer. Yeah, the pilot and first season really brought that one down. Yeah, it would have gotten a much higher rating if it was just that one version. His name, didn't he? Edward Woodward. I guess that was, I mean, I know it's from the Police drummer Stuart Copeland now, but honestly, I found it a bit boring. Guys, I'm sorry. It is what it is. We're going a bit boring. Womp womp. Let's see. I need to get the picture for Hardcastle and McCormick. I don't know where I put it. So we can do that one. We're burning through these. We're about to get to kids and cartoons. And that was my plan all along. Okay, up next, let's do 30-something. 30-something. Oh, and I found 30-something. 30-something used to be like China Beach where you couldn't find the show anywhere. But I did find a whole playlist for it on YouTube, and they're really good, like version. It's really good quality. And the whole thing is on there. I'll have to show you guys where it's at if you're interested. Same. My mom loved this show. This show will forever remind me of my mother. This one, Moonlighting and Magnum PI. I won't agree that it's a bit boring, but it's not. It doesn't. It should be better. Let's put it that way. I get the kind of vibe they were going for because this was like later 80s, a little bit more quirky. But still, it wasn't. It just compared to other TV theme songs, it just wasn't that great. So I'm going to go okay. There we go. Let me bring up Hardcastle and McCormick. I also need to bring up Hunter because I don't have the Hunter visual. Let me do that. And while we're watching Scarecrow and Mrs King, I'll bring up the Hunter visual for you. Up next, Scarecrow and Mrs King. All right, I'll be right back. I gotta pee again. Goodness gracious. Whoops. I don't know. Is this 1 or 2? I'm not quite sure. Whatever it is, I'll play the other one when I get back. Give me a second. Be right back. There you go. Scarecrow and This is the only one for Scarecrow? Okay. That was good. I'm going to go so good on that one. We're going to put it up there next to Remington Steele. And I'll put this list in the community tab once it's complete, so you can see where everything landed. All right. Up next, we're going to do Dynasty, and then we'll get to Hardcastle and McCormick. Now, of course, Dynasty had a bunch of different versions. I'm just going to pick one because it was basically the same song, just different, just different arrangements. We'll do season 3. Like, this is just the imagery of all this. It's just iconic, right? I don't know if this song is Bill Conti's finest. Yeah, I think you're right. But this was good stuff. Really? I did not know that. I know that Dynasty was was it CBS's answer to Dallas? once Dallas became like the big thing, Dynasty, CBS was like, oh yeah, anything you can do, I can do better. It does scream 80s. ABC, okay, my bad. That didn't sound, CBS did not sound right. That's right. Research on TV shows lately that all this stuff is starting to, you know, all the knowledge was already in there, and all the new stuff that I'm reading is just like causing a blob in my head. Dynasty set in Colorado. Was Dynasty in Colorado? Denver. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Dynasty. For that one, I think I'm gonna go So Good, right next to Knots Landing. Just gotta give it some space here. Knots Landing. There's Dynasty. Make it a little bit smaller. There we go. All right, let's do Hardcastle and McCormick next. Okay, there's two different ones, right? Oh, it says there were actually, now on this channel, it says there were 3.
Hardcastle is a retired judge from the Los Angeles Superior Court. Mark McCormick, an ex-race car driver turned thief, was Hardcastle's last case.
That sounds like the guy that narrated the A-Team intro. Not gonna lie. Like, seriously. That sounds like the same guy that did the A-Team intro. In 1972, a crack commando unit, right?
Hardcastle's last case. McCormick has been placed in the judge's custody, and together they're going after 200 cases that walked out of Hardcastle's courtroom on technicalities.
Man, all of the cars for all the guys in the 80s, and then all the women had the big hair and fashion. I love it so much.
Slow motion man, iron and steel in the palm of your hand. Hot, quiet heart, betting your life on the state of the art. Lay down the law, don't you let them cross the line.
I see all the super chats. I'm gonna get to them, I promise.
Under the hood, got the bad and the good. Everybody's doing time. Drive, push them to the floor till the end and scream. Drive, drive it like a demon that drives your dream. Drive.
All right, there's one.
People in 2 different worlds, millions of light years apart.
At all.
Strangers in dangerous times, shooting it straight from the heart. Little by little, we meet in the middle. The give and the take never ends. It's kind of exciting, this fussing and fighting.
Like, why would they make such a huge change?
Here we go acting like friends. Back to back. Our heads, but we're in it together.
Now that sounds like a sitcom opening, right? Yeah, polar opposite. This is a sitcom theme.
Back to back. Taking one step at a time. I had a feeling the moment we met that you were the wrong kind of love. You're like a bad habit that I can't forget.
really long intro.
We're in it together, back to back, back to back. We'll take it one step at a time. Yeah, we're back to back, back to back. We're over our heads, but we're in it together, back to back, back to back.
Yeah,
We'll take it one
it really
step at a
doesn't.
time, back to back.
All right, last one. Here we come.
People from two different worlds, billions of light years apart. Two strangers in dangerous times.
This is most unfortunate. That's terrible. Yes, I remember Family Affair. I actually did a video about tragic behind the scenes stories, behind the scenes TV behind the scenes stories. And the first story I talked about is Anissa Jones and Family Affair, but also, and then I mentioned Brian Keith's passing as well. Now that was before I was born, because the Family Affair was late 60s, early 70s, but I remember watching it like later. I guess, and it must have been reruns.
You're like a bad habit that I can't forget, but you got the right kind of stuff. Back to back, holding the line.
This is painful. I gotta stop right here. 2.5 is enough. Because of the abomination of the other two, I'm gonna have to go with okay. If it was just the original theme song, I would have gone with So Good, maybe even Fantastic. But all of those together, just we're gonna go okay. And honest, I mean, they're not boring, but they're not great. All right, let's get to some super chats. Let's see. Steel Boy, $1.99. Mine More. The Master, starring Lee Van Cleef. The Master. Now, I don't remember this at all. All right, here we go. I do not remember this at all. Oh, I'm sorry that I will always get to your super chats. Thank you so much for the $4.99 Steel Boy. One more, The Master, starring Lee Van Cleef and Tim Van Patten. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry I didn't get to it quicker. But I honestly do not remember this at all. One season wonder, gotcha. I was thinking about making a one season wonder video about the 80s one season wonders. This would work really well. Not bad. Not bad at all. I gotta bring up the I gotta get a graphic for it. Hold on just a second. There we go. Take me just a second. Okie doke. Let me bring it up. That was not bad. I'm gonna go okay on that one. Maybe I should go So Good. It was, I mean, you had all the ninjas alone, right? I'm gonna go okay. I'm gonna go okay for now. I might knock it up to So Good here before we're done. Thank you so much for that super chat. All right, up next, $10 from Parsnip Burger. How about Voyagers and Young Riders? Absolutely. Now, Voyagers might be hard to find. I know when I was making my video about Voyagers, I had a really hard time getting clips. Oh, let's see here. Let's do Voyagers first. This says it's an intro opening theme. Let's see but it looks like videos without YouTube censorship go here. Hold on just a second. I'm going to bring it up so you can watch it without all the censorship. I don't know why it's so hard to find on YouTube. All right, here we go. Now, the video I was talking about the tragic behind-the-scenes stories that had the family affair and Issa Jones story in it, it also has a story about John Eric Hexum. And I think this might have been one of the first that really sparked my love of it, right? Because this was out when I was 5 or 6 years old. But I've always, my whole life, I have loved time-traveling shows and time-traveling movies. And yes, that's Punky Brewster's. And there we go. There is Voyagers. Yay! Hold on. Let me close that up. And Young Riders. Okay. Oh, yeah. Hotel. I forgot about Hotel. We'll do Hotel. Hold on just a second. Young Riders up next. Thanks again for the $10, Parsnip Burger. It's Thanos. For me, I think the imagery and the cast is better than the actual song. Oh, I need to bring up the graphic for it. Hold on. Let me bring that up. Okay. So let's see. I'm going to go with okay on that one. It was okay. I liked the imagery, like I said, and the cast and all of that. It could have been better. It wasn't a terrible effort, but it wasn't fantastic either. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, if it's technically the 90s, okay. Well, I got it through a super chat, so we'll allow it. But yeah, it was but yeah, it's more of a 90s show. So we'll talk about it more in the 90s when we get there. Let's see. Yeah, super chats get priority. So now if you want to listen to a 70s TV theme right this moment, send me a super chat and we will pause and we will listen to a 70s theme or a 90s theme. I haven't done Tour of Duty. It is Paint It Black, right? By the Rolling Stones. I mean, I can't play it. I can play a few seconds at a time, I guess. We already did Moonlighting. It is on the So Good tier, I believe. But for the super chat, I will play it again. And Night Heat. Okay. Let's do Moonlighting real fast, and then I will bring up Night Heat. My critique of the Moonlighting TV thing, the reason it only got so good. Did it get so good or did it get... Where did I put that thing at? Yeah, I got it on So Good. Because it's an Al Jarreau song, right? But it just, for me, it doesn't fit the show. But let's bring up that one real quick and then I'll bring up Night Heat. Still a very good song. But again, it's just like knowing what the show is like. It's not like, I don't know.
There is a sun and they sing their own sweet. Watch them when dawn is sharing one space. We'll find our way.
The show is still fantastic, though. Absolutely fantastic.
We'll by day, moonlighting strangers who just met on the way.
There you go. Oh my gosh, my brother just walked in. It's past your bedtime, isn't it? Way fast. Shares are over there if you want to come join me. Everybody, it's Birdie. I know that I call him Dave in previous live streams because that is his biblical name or government name, however you want to say it. But in our family, he's known as Birdie, so we're gonna go Birdie. Okay, Night Heat. Here it comes. That's right, Dave's not here. And if you want to know how we spell it, it was Bert and then it turned into Birdie. So we spell it, is it B-E-R-T-Y? So that's how I've always spelt it. Okay, there we go.
And I feel the night heat. I feel your heartbeat. Something ain't right. There's too much heat in the night.
I totally forgot about this one. Yeah, okay, this was a Canadian show. That makes sense. CBS Late Night. All right.
I feel the night heat. I feel your heartbeat. Something ain't right. There's too much heat in the night.
Yeah, I guess like Prince Albert. You were called Bert by our grandfather, right? That was what it initially. Yeah, our grandfather gave all of his grandchildren nicknames.
I think the uncles started it first.
Oh, the uncles.
Grandpa has a nickname for everyone, so that's what he called me.
Yeah, you were Bert.
Yeah,
and then he was Bert from when he was really, really little, and so now, and then it turned into Birdie. So that's what his name is.
I feel the night. I feel your heartbeat. Something ain't right. There's too much heat in the night. In the night. And I feel the night.
Silly Canadians.
Yeah, leave it to Canadians to name a show that sounds like a silent fart at night under your blanket.
Gross. You are foul.
Night Heat.
Bringing up farts as soon as you walk in the
Why
door.
wouldn't I? It's called Night Heat. Like one of those hot silent ones, like a cheek burner.
Okay, thank you. You were foul. We were having a wonderful night, and you're here talking about farts.
I'm funny.
Oh man. We actually did fame Jessica Lee. Thank you for the $2. We put it here in this category, but for the super chat, we'll play it again. I gotta put Night Heat on the tier. Hold on. Oh, I forgot to get the graphic. My bad. We'll get there.
Is there like a subcategory for Canadians?
There should be a subcategory for Canadians. We kid. We love the Canadians.
Just put it on a whole different.
We used to always call it America's Attic, but still we love them. I'm going to go a bit boring.
Yeah.
Next to the Equalizer.
Can you hang it on the boring section?
Okay. Okay, so we did hold on, where's the chat? We did do fame. I put it on the fantastic tier because the TV theme version was not the Irene Cara version. Otherwise it would have been iconic. So there's an ultimate intro here from a channel called Famouth. Famouth. Famous. I get it now. It's famous with a lisp, I guess. Famous. I don't know. Famous. Here's the ultimate intro. We'll watch part of it. Hold on, I probably should bring it up. That will probably help.
They don't need to see it.
They don't need to see it. They just need to hear it. Yeah, this isn't. If you want to see just the one season intro, I can do that too. But it's just not the same. And what's your story?
I'm gonna live forever. I'm gonna learn how to fly. I'm feeling coming together. People.
Well, and we appreciate the Bryan Adams apologies. We do. But, Heaven and Summer of 69 still will allow it. We'll allow the Canadians.
Bunch of degens.
Oh, stop it. Terrence and Phillip, right? Blame Canada. Blame Canada.
I'm a big Letterkenny fan.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
You do love Letterkenny.
Yeah, Letterkenny and, Trailer Park Boys is killer.
Yeah.
But
No, Canada gave us some good shows, They gave us a lot of our Nickelodeon shows in the 80s. You can't do that on television.
stuff, like
like the SCTV and John Candy and Rick Moranis and Dave Thomas.
I was thinking more like
you're out of the camera shot.
I'm
so.
sorry. Those fun. I don't.
You're terrible. Kids in the Hall.
Yeah, well, Kids in the Hall.
Okay.
When like all the Whitest Kids and all that stuff,
Right.
when all that Canadian.
Okay, there's a microphone here and a camera here.
Well,
so if you want to be part of it.
I don't look at people when I talk to them.
I don't either,
like
but I need to hear you.
I'm trying.
Okay.
Yeah, but all those shows were funny.
Yeah, those were great. They have great comedy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
All right, back
they
to
do
fame.
laugh.
Back to fame.
People will see me and cry. I'm gonna make it to heaven. Light up the sky like a flame. I'm gonna live forever.
You got big dreams. You want fame. Well, fame costs. And right here is where you start paying. It's sweat.
Yeah, I wish it was the Irene Cara version because it's so good. But we gotta have the we gotta hear the iconic W. Allen line one more time, and then we'll listen to the rest of it.
Right here is where you start paying the sweat.
I wanna live forever. Baby, remember
So good. So good. Like I said, it would have gone on iconic tier if it would have been the Irene Cara version. Alrighty. Thank you all so much for the super chats. Wavy G, $2. I have vague memories of a little person inventor. I'm not quite sure what you mean there.
How little?
Yeah, how little. Yeah, I don't know what those memories are. What show? Oh, The Wizard. Okay. Hold on. Like, wasn't that a movie? Oh, it's a TV series. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh my God.
I remember that dude.
A very epic and dramatic theme for this show. Yeah. There you go. We will do game shows, Robert. We're doing that after we do kids and kids shows and cartoons. We're gonna do daytime. We're gonna do like soap operas, game shows, and shows like People's Court and stuff like that. So there you have it, and there you are. All right, that one wasn't terrible. Let me get I gotta get a graphic for it. So I'm gonna go okay with this one. It had a very epic feel to it. It wasn't terrible by any means, but it didn't have the same like, gravitas that all these other ones on the higher tiers have. So we're gonna put it at okay. Alrighty. Have I missed any of the Did you like you liked the pizza cases? That was fun. For those of you that weren't here a couple of weeks ago, we did like 80s reality TV shows, and we watched some cases from the People's Court, and one of them was a case over a slice of pizza for $3. It was epic. It was really, really good. Okay. Make sure I got all of the super chats. I think I've gotten them all. Yes. Okay. All right. Let's see. I have a couple more here on the bottom. Oh, I need to get Hunter. I forgot about Hunter.
Oh, yeah, that's a good show.
Yeah. Now, Fred Dryer was originally cast as Sam Malone on Cheers, and then they changed it to Ted Danson. Little piece of trivia, in case you didn't know that. All right, let's do Hunter. Here's season 1. Her name's Stephanie. Like, how do you? Was that supposed to be like Stephanie? I've never seen it. I don't remember it being spelled like that. It was pronounced Stephanie? Okay. That was really weird, though.
The P is silent.
The P is silent. Okay. Yep.
City cops doing that.
Let's watch it again. Watch the city cops jump.
It just totaled 2 cars. Like 4 cops will do it. Do that. There's a couple of broken spines.
I liked that one. Like, it wasn't iconic by any means, but like I liked it. I'm gonna go with So Good on that one. Put it up there next to. We already did Matlock, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you like that show.
Matlock's a banger.
Matlock, it's a banger. We put it at So Good.
That's it.
Yes.
I'm a little disappointed.
You're a little disappointed? Well, you have veto power. You can knock it up to Fantastic if you'd like.
I think that's more fair.
Okay. All right. I will put Matlock up there for you.
It's that simple, folks.
Well, you have power here.
Well.
Oh, we got a $20 super chat.
Ew.
I need to get sound effects.
That'll buy a big bucket of balls.
Stop it. Oh, a big oh, you're a golfer. Okay. Well, I mean, when you say bucket of balls, I mean, like, I don't, it doesn't automatically
Where else
think.
would you get a bucket of balls?
I don't know.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know. It's been a long day. Jessica, $20. Thank you so much. I didn't see his name in the cast of that theme, but I actually got to meet Billy Hussey when I was 11 or 12 in the mid-90s. My stepdad managed a bowling alley in Hussey's hometown. I had no idea who he was, but got a kiss. Oh, nice.
In herpes.
You're awful.
I hope not. I hope not. It'd be terrible as a child. Especially from someone you didn't know.
Oh, you're awful.
I'm not
Let's
awful.
see if we can find a version of Fame that has him in it. He was in like the later seasons, right? Like season 4, season 5. Let's do season 4 and see what we can find. Now, if you were only 11 or 12, was he your first kiss?
I'm gonna learn how to fly. I'm feeling coming together. People will see me and cry.
There he is. There he is.
I'm gonna make it to heaven.
Oh yeah. That's Janet and Miss Jackson if you're nasty, by the way.
I'm gonna live forever.
You got big dreams. You want fame. Well, fame costs. And right here's where you start paying. You sweat.
I'm gonna live forever. Baby, remember
Yep. Nice. Cheek kiss. That's such a cool memory. Yep, Janet was Willis's girlfriend too. Yeah. You want me to sing Nasty one day? One day. Yep, the Twin Towers. I tell you, of all of the 80s stuff that I've been watching lately, even the 90s stuff, like the Twin Towers, so many shows were located in New York. The Twin Towers are in so many opening theme songs, so many set pieces. Like, it's amazing how much that was in those buildings were in TV shows. Yeah, she was abused Penny on Good Times as well. I've talked about that episode in the second video of very special episodes called the most WTF very special episodes that Gen X will never forget. Sure did. All right, have I gotten all the super chats? Thank you, Jessica, so much. I really, really appreciate your support of the channel. All right. Let's do Fantasy Island. Now, like I said a couple of weeks ago, I grew up believing that Fantasy Island was just the like resort version of the Love Boat. It wasn't until I started watching it, like the last couple of weeks, that I realized that it's not that at all. It's like a supernatural type show. Oh, great, Jessica! I'm so glad. But it was like a supernatural type show where Mr. Rourke was like fulfilling all of these different people's fantasies, and it had like it was an anthology type series with like a kind of like some Twilight Zone type of twist sometimes. So it wasn't like just a straight up, like Love Boat type of a thing. And I learned that when I started watching it. Fantasy Island's half 70s, half 80s. I think we all know what's about to happen here. That's probably gonna knock the theme isn't that great, but what happens in the theme kind of makes it iconic.
Yeah. You already saw it.
That's the thing. It's like, wouldn't everybody be able to see? It's not like he has some special hideout where he can, or like, viewing post where he can see it. Everybody can see that plane coming.
And probably about $20 would get him a longer rope. He wouldn't have to climb up those stairs and scream it out the bell tower. I mean, the guy saw it from his window. He didn't need to go up to the top of the building.
Well, that's about it there.
Yeah.
There's all the ladies.
Epic. Simply because of the plane.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I think we gotta go like, yeah, there's nothing to it. It's just the plane. So that's what's gonna keep it from being iconic, but we're gonna go down to fantastic, I think.
That's fair.
Fair? Let me make these a little bit smaller.
I think there's nothing. I know, it's kind of like.
Yeah, it's just like an orchestral, like eight chords of orchestral music. And then it's like the plane.
It would have made so much more sense if they would have edited that different.
Yeah.
Like where he yells the plane and then he opens his window and sees it.
Yeah. Okay.
Hit one job tattoo.
Yeah, I had one job. One job tattoo. Okay, let's do Lou Grant real quick. I gotta be honest. Okay, was this 70s or 80s? Because I was thinking it was 80s. It's more 70s. I'm gonna save Lou Grant for the 70s. So bye-bye. And the last one I got here is Falcon Crest. Another Bill Conti classic. Well, okay, now Lou Grant said 77 to 81. So I mean, I feel like it's more 70s. But if you guys can, I see that there is a consensus here that it's 80s. Yeah, I came out in 77 and went for 5 seasons. So that's 77 to 81. But I mean, I will listen to you all, and we will do Lou Grant after Falcon Crest. Yes, Dallas at a winery. The Falconer, it looks like, you know. Remember that was Will Forte's character on Saturday Night Live, the Falconer. So ridiculous. Yep, this was Ronald Reagan's first wife. She could have been first lady. Oh, I like that one. I really do. I think I'm going to put it on the same level as Dallas and well, yeah, I put Knots Landing at So Good. I can't put Falcon Crest above Knots Landing. That would be an abomination. So we'll put Falcon Crest at So Good. All right. There was one that I've missed. The Colbys. We'll do the Colbys, and then that's probably going to wrap up the 80s unless there's a super chat or something. I just can't keep going. We've got to get to the kids and cartoons and stuff. And we've been over 2 hours on the stream. Oh, and Hotel. All right. Colbys and Hotel, and that's it. I totally forgot that Charlton Heston was in the Colbys. Totally forgot. You guys are killing me with all these requests. We're never gonna get through it. Temu Dynasty. That was Rex Manning. I totally should have. I'm getting tired. Obviously, I totally dropped the ball on that one. Ken Howard. Barbara Stanwyck. Legend. I liked that. I liked that a lot. I think I'm gonna go. Oh wait, I gotta get the graphic for it. I mean, the cast alone just is incredible. It should get extra points just for that. I'm gonna go So Good on that one. Right next to Dynasty. Oop. I am running out of space. So little space.
Stretch it to the right, like the whole thing.
No.
Lame.
I know. I got so many shows. Yeah, Thornbirds. Barbara Stanwyck was phenomenal in the Thornbirds. White Shadow I would consider 70s, which is one of my favorite theme songs. Oh, Thornbirds. You know, you're killed by a wild boar.
Killed by a wild boar.
I know. Oh man. Okay. I guess we're not going to get to kids and cartoons tonight. We're going to have to start fresh with kids and cartoons next Tuesday night. We just have too much to do. Okay, hotel.
God dang it.
You're all right?
My hands aren't working.
All right, here comes hotel. Now, this was Love Boat on Land, not Fantasy Island. This one was. Another role in there. Got Thanos' dad. Mr. Barbara Streisand. Yeah, that would be James Brolin. I can't. If I do the watch with me nights, which I'm trying to get to going, I don't know if I can add another streaming day. There's so many. Maybe I can add a daytime one. I don't know. If I add another streaming day, I'm gonna have to quit my part-time writing gig because that takes up too much time. We'll see what happens. Yep, Connie Selica, Miss John Tash. Oh, ranking miniseries themes. I guess we can do that after we do the daytime lineup and game shows. I'll add it to the schedule. Assign. Yeah, I could, but they have software that can detect ChatGPT and any AI. So I mean, I'd have to still, switch it up a little bit. But it's a pretty good gig. But this channel is starting to take up so much of my time. It's getting harder and harder to make time to write. Especially write about stuff that I don't care about. Because I write for entertainment news websites, and it's about a bunch of shows that I couldn't give two shits about. So I'm always like having to write about stuff that's just so Yes. Maybe you can help solve a mystery, Dave. It wasn't terrible, but for me, it wasn't as epic as a lot of the other primetime shows. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go okay on that one. Dang it! I thought I had a hotel graphic. Hold on. Gotta bring it up. 5 seasons, started in 1983. I didn't realize it went for 5 seasons. We'll put that one on okay. All right, what else have I missed? Bertie Saul's, well, I mean, we used to watch Unsolved Mysteries. He liked Robert Stack.
Oh yeah. Especially the paranormal episodes.
You like the paranormal ones?
Yeah, with the aliens and stuff. Always. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Have I missed anything? Is there anything else? We already did the Fall Guy. He is on what tier? I think he's on Fantastic. Yeah, he's on Fantastic. It would have been iconic if Lee Majors could have sang it, carried a tune. The Unsolved Mysteries theme, just for fun. I mean, that's gonna go. I mean, I guess it's not a daytime show, so yeah, we'll bring up Unsolved Mysteries, so we can all get creeped out right before bedtime. There's more to it than you realize. Oh, this is just the audio of it. It's not the opening. Okay, Buck Rogers, you're right. I mean, it is kind of like the same thing over and over again. But it still was creepy when you were little.
Well, Robert's talking over it. He's like, blah, blah, blah.
Robert Stack.
Yeah.
This program is about unsolved mystery.
Uh-oh. It's about unsolved mysteries. All right, here we go. Let's get the actual. Now, Buck Rogers was 2 seasons. One was 1979 and one was 1980. So it looks like we're going to have to put him in the 80s. I'm going to rank this one because it's really more like I don't know, it's like a looped instrumental. That what makes it I guess what makes it iconic is Robert Stack's narration. Yeah, I really think this show started the trend of dramatic reenactments.
I think so.
$2 for Growing Pains. You know that's a sitcom, right? We did that like 3 weeks ago on sitcom night. But for the super chat, I'll play it because I love it so much. It's one of my favorites of all time. But we're focusing on hour-long dramas. But I'll play it. Thank you so much for the $2. There we go. All right, let's go to Growing Pains. I'm going to do my favorite version, which is the BJ Thomas, Jennifer Warnes version. I'm probably going to sing as well. Just say that I did have this one on the sitcom list as fantastic, but I think I'm going up to iconic. I think I'm making a late decision here. I love it so much.
I'm surprised it wasn't.
I know, right? It's so good. So good. So good. Thank you, Gabriel. Appreciate it. Yes, cartoons next week, Jessica Lee. Let me know which ones you want to hear. Oh, you're the one that said I can sing for a white girl? Oh, thank you. I sing a lot on the live streams. I'm not going to lie. Dave and I Bertie and I busted out the Dukes of Hazzard last time. That was a really good one. Thank you, Jessica. Appreciate it. Tales from the Dark Side. All right, we'll do that one. And then I think that's going to be it for the night. No, we'll do TJ Hooker. So that's the last. Tales from the Dark Side and TJ Hooker. And then we're going to be done. Like, we're just going to keep going and going and going. And it's never going to end. I've got to call it. I've got to stop at some point. So Tales from the Dark Side, TJ Hooker, and Buck Rogers. And that's it. And then we can pick up next week. Never stop the feed. Never stopping. I was thinking about doing a slumber party all-nighter on the 4th of July weekend. That was pretty creepy. That would be awesome. Yeah, I think we could have some fun. It'd be a total slumber party. I might crash out at about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, but I mean, I've been known to stay up all night many times. Well, 4th of July is I think it's a Friday, so I was thinking about doing it that weekend. Maybe not on the 4th of July, but maybe that weekend, since a lot of us have, vacation and we're off and all that stuff, can stay up late. All right. None of that Kirk Cameron talk, please. I'd rather him be a conservative religious person than a crazy kid star that ended up drunk and on drugs and killed themselves. All right. Yeah, fireworks keep us up. It'll be fun. I'm thinking about it. We'll see if I can put it together and have some fun with it. All right. Let's see. TJ Hooker. Here we go. The Shatner and Adrian's Meg. Or there's another version? Okay, we'll do another version. All right, let's find. We'll do the one with Heather Locklear. There it is. Was there like a completely different version or just like a different arrangement? Updated mixes. All right, then we'll just do the two here. Oh, Shatner. Let me bring up a graphic for that one. And get it over here. For that one, I'm gonna go okay. Like, I don't think it was anything like spectacular, but I mean, it had Shatner in it, so that was kind of nice. That just makes it fun all by itself. All right, so we're going to okay. And let's end the night with Buck Rogers. And then after we play this one, I'm going to go over the entire tier list so we can see what went there, what went where. All right, we got the pilot opening. No, we're going to do this one. Original trailer. Let's do this one. These. All right, it looked like there was another season 1. Hold on. Oh, nope. Looks like season 1 is going to be really hard to find. I think that's going to be it on that one. Hold on. What we got here? So it's just the music and not the opening theme. All right, we tried. Oh, that was season 1. Okay. Yeah, Battlestar. There was Galactica 1980. Does that count? Oh my God. Well, we will watch the new Karate Kid film. Why would we do that? I'll watch Cobra. I'll watch Cobra Kai all day long.
I rarely go watch anything.
Okay. All right. So here's where we're at. Okay. A bit boring. We have In the Heat of the Night, Wiseguy, Equalizer, and Night Heat. On the OK tier, we have Friday the 13th, the series, Spencer for Hire, Our House, Sledge Hammer, Cagney and Lacey, 30-something, TJ Hooker, Hardcastle and McCormick, The Master, Young Writers, which technically should be 90s, but I got a super chat for it, so that one season in 89 will count. The Wizard and Hotel. On So Good, we have MacGyver, Amazing Stories, Airwolf, Moonlighting, Knots Landing, The Colbys, 21 Jump Street, Dynasty, Murder, She Wrote, Falcon Crest, Scarecrow and Mrs King, Remington Steele, Hunter, Beauty and the Beast, Little House on the Prairie, Highway to Heaven, Saint Elsewhere, Heart to Heart, and Rags to Riches. On Fantastic, the A tier, we have Simon and Simon, Dallas, Fame, The Love Boat, China Beach, The Fall Guy, LA Law, Trapper John MD, Matlock, and Fantasy Island. Finally, on the iconic S tier, we have The Incredible Hulk, The Greatest American Hero, Miami Vice, Magnum PI, Knight Rider, Chips, The A-Team, Dukes of Hazzard, and Hill Street Blues. We're going to close out this live stream with one of these songs from the iconic S tier because we just deserve it. So we will end the night with one I've played many, many times, but it's a great way to end the night. Let's do The Greatest American Hero. Yes, Airwolf was on the list. It was at the So Good B tier.
Look at what's happened to me. I can't believe it myself. Suddenly I'm up on top of the world. It should have been somebody else.
Hold on.
Believe
I gotta pause it. I'm trying to pause it too quickly. All right, let's get ready to belt this song. Oh, did you not like that, Sadie girl? That was a little scary. Thank you, Mike Post and Pete Carpenter, for the wonderful wonderful music. Everybody have a great night. Thank you so much for watching my latest video. Be looking out for the next series this summer about TV movies, made for TV movies from the 1980s. I'm super excited about it. Join me back here on Friday night. We will do a Gen X a la carte. I think we're going to do a la carte. Everybody have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope to see you again soon. Okay, bye.